Shopping with TDC just got much easier. Here's how. Log on to shoptdcgroup.com. Shop at your convenience at any time, from anywhere, with your smartphone, tablet, or computer. With our safe and secure payment checkout, you choose the option to pick up in-store or have your goods delivered right to your door. It's that easy. Shop tdcgroup.com, your one-stop online store.
Shop anywhere, shop anytime, same quality you love. Now online. Shop
www.shoptdcgroup.com.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
People make the world go round.
Good morning, St. Kitts and Nevis. It's Saturday, August 14th, 2021, and you're listening to 1FM 98.9. It is just 7 minutes past the hour of 11, and we're going to head right into this panel discussion that we've organized for today. It's on Haiti, with the topic, is CARICOM doing enough to assist Haiti? Joining us today on the panel is President of the Haitian Association of St. Kitts and Nevis, Mr. Ralph Felix, Mr. Kenyatta Tyson, a UE student in political science and law, as well as Kamali Mannix, President of the Youth Parliament Association of Antigua and Barbuda. Allow me to apologize for the absence of Mr. Malachi Ferguson, the Public Relations Officer of the St. Kitts National Youth Parliament Association. We're going to begin this conversation shortly. So, before I continue, I want to extend my thoughts and prayers to Haitian nationals living in St. Kitts and Nevis, having learned of the unfortunate event that occurred in Haiti this morning. A 7.2 earthquake rattled that country. And so my thoughts and prayers go out to the people of Haiti, the government of Haiti, and of course Haitian nationals residing here in St. Kitts and Nevis and across the Caribbean region. This is Inside the News, and I am your host for today, Devon Cornelius. So we're going to begin this conversation. Good morning, Mr. Felix. Good morning, Mr. Tyson. We're waiting for Mr. Mannix to join us. He should be joining us shortly via Zoom. Good morning, and thank you guys so much for accepting our invitation. Mr. Tyson, I'll begin with you to give us a few opening remarks.
Okay, good morning, Devon. Thanks for the invitation, and good morning to all the listeners. I, of course, want to join you in extending sympathies and thoughts and prayers to the people of Haiti and the nationals that are living here in St. Kitts and across the Caribbean region. It's really a sad situation, having learned of the earthquake this morning, and I am certain that in Haiti, even though it's still fresh, we are not aware of the extent, the total extent of the damage, so we'll have to keep our ears to the ground and see how best we can assist the people of Haiti when that time comes.
Thank you, Mr. Tyson. Mr. Felix, thank you so much for accepting our invitation here at 1FM. Your words at this time.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor for me to be here this morning and also to participate in that panel discussion. So I really thankful for the word. And on behalf of the Haitian Association, that I am the current president, we say thank you for those kind words, and as usual, we'll keep moving forward because we are resilient people.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Felix. So we know over the years Haiti has been faced with political instability, environmental issues, governance issues. We learned recently of the situation that occurred there this morning, the 7.2 earthquake, and just about a month ago, the assassination of their president, and back in 2010, a 7.0 earthquake that killed thousands of people, and to date, Haiti is still recovering from that. And so, for the past decade or more, Haiti, there has been some instability in the country. Now, we know that Haiti is a part of CARICOM, which is the Caribbean Community, and at a time like this, or in situations like these, Haiti and the people of Haiti will look forward to assistance from their Caribbean brothers and sisters. Now, with the topic, is CARICOM doing enough to assist Haiti? What is your response to that in a nutshell, Mr. Felix?
Thank you, Devon. Like this morning when I get the news and I just, one word come to my head, Haiti again, right? So to go straight to the topic, did CARICOM doing enough? I will more preferably attack that question with another question. Did CARICOM is able to do for Haiti?
Mm-hmm.
Because normally if we're looking in the political aspect, like the geopolitics, how Haiti located in the Caribbean, and with all those political instability, and we have some what we call the core group, that is basically is a group of some country like the USA, Canada, France, Brazil, Germany. Those countries basically do a group, and it's them who decide every single thing that's happening in Haiti. So it's them who is responsible for the clash of economy, for the instability of politics, insecurity, and everything. So, but me, with my honest opinion, with my humble opinion, I think that they're not only to blame. We are the one that should get the blame, because as a first black country who get the independence and fighting, we cannot become who we are right now. So we basically let those big country basically to decide what should be our future. So if we're looking on the political aspect, I don't think CARICOM could do much that they were supposed to do. And also, if we're going now in a other level, it's basically the CARICOM himself. The CARICOM already is a bloc that is already divided, and they're not even able to sustain themselves, because between the CARICOM we have already the OECS that will manage basically rules by the Commonwealth rules. So I don't think CARICOM could do much, even though they create CARICOM. The purpose of CARICOM, it's one nation, one Caribbean, one people. But unfortunately, it's not the reality on the ground. So I would prefer to change the topic with your authorization, is how CARICOM could facilitate Haitian migrants who already left Haiti, who living in the CARICOM state, how to facilitate them to make them feel that they're part of the CARICOM. Is how I see it. So, but for the straight answer, I don't think CARICOM could do much that they already did.
But Mr. Felix, that is a very good question. Is CARICOM able to do enough? We know that the member states of CARICOM are Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, of course Haiti, Jamaica, Montserrat, the British Overseas Territory in the Leeward Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, and TNT. And so CARICOM is made up of these different Caribbean islands, and essentially it would be the responsibility for these islands to come together to pool their resources together to assist their Caribbean brothers and sisters in the event of, in this case, a natural disaster or any other emergency. No, your question is a legitimate and good question, because now we are faced with COVID-19, and so just like Haiti, all other Caribbean islands are faced with the challenges that COVID-19 has brought. And so to assist Haiti, not just now, but to have been assisting Haiti since the onset of the pandemic, has posed a serious challenge for CARICOM as a whole. But can I get your take on it, Mr. Tyson? Do you believe that CARICOM can do enough, or is CARICOM doing enough right now to assist the people of Haiti?
That's a very important question. And I would tell you my answer in short. CARICOM is not able to help the people of Haiti. The problem is CARICOM is so divided. We cannot come together on different issues. And the Treaty of Chaguaramas merely focuses more on economic coordination, trade, and what's not. It does not provide for the assistance for the people of Haiti in terms of mediation or arbitration. And this is, of course, maybe a short-sightedness on our part, but this really hinders us from helping the people of Haiti. One, and something that Felix mentioned, the core group, that is countries involved in Spain, the USA, Canada, Brazil, and so forth. They have always taken a step forward when it comes to Haiti and dictating what happens in Haiti. And I don't think that CARICOM can go toe-to-toe with these countries.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was doing some research when the 2010 earthquake occurred there, and I realized that the CARICOM did their best. A number of rescue teams and operations were dispatched to Haiti, emergency personnel, shelters were set up in different Caribbean islands for these people to relocate to. And so we have seen some efforts being made by the CARICOM member states to assist the people of Haiti over the years. Now, if you're looking at a more recent event, the assassination of the president, amongst other political instability and turmoil in the country, Mr. Felix, what is your take on that situation?
Okay, thank you, Devon. Of course, if we go back to the 2010, the Caribbean do their best for well, and we're really grateful for that. But at the same time, if we're looking in the 2010 situation, I think that this is the result of the 2010 situation come forward right now, because that time it was a good time for us to redefine everything, diplomatic relation, how to build the country and everything. So come to the president assassination, they still have a lot of investigation going on, so a lot of point that is not clear. But when you listen some influencers, some politician that would do some analyze, like they try to understand the fact. We become, as a result, that to say, okay, that assassination is a result of several polls, and the one again it come as the first place is the U.S., because nothing could happen in the Caribbean that the U.S. is not aware of, right? So, plus inside of the house, because you cannot come into someone else if the insider is not open for you. So all those facts, we still investigate it, we still listen to news, because actually they have a lot of fake news too, a lot of rumors. One of them is, like try to point fingers to some person, but we just believe in the investigation, and soon we think that we'll get the real answer, because Haitian naturally, we are resilient people, but at the same time, when we stand up, and when the time reach, I know things will be changed. So for CARICOM to involve in this, like my colleague said, I don't think that it will be like easy, because face of those biggest challenge like that, the CARICOM was supposed to be basically already defined a politic, because if the CARICOM they created CARICOM for a specific reason, unfortunately, it's not the reality. The CARICOM is not strong enough to attack Haiti problem right now. Yes, it's sad to say it, but it's the reality. The CARICOM could do the best, only the best. They only have to see how they could. For me, just like debating, but we're not going anywhere. But CARICOM is a platform that created for one reason, that the free market, free movement, that if we go back to the Treaty of Chagaramas, but if you're looking at all the details, Haiti is not part of it because of the instability. So I don't think that it will be easy for CARICOM to step in, but we hope one day that the real reason for CARICOM, one nation, one Caribbean, one people could come forward, but this is what it is right now.
So we know, Mr. Felix, that there is, of course, an ongoing investigation into the assassination of the president. One would have thought that CARICOM would have come together and decided to initiate their own investigation into that matter. However, we're seeing where this is being investigated by international agencies. What is your take on that? Do you support it, or do you think it should have